Technology has come a long way, and it has been here for well long enough now, with inventions moving from one leap to the other. The menace of having to deal with a future where jobs will be a problem has been around for almost as long as the technology has. When you look into our economic past, it is apparent that the trend of technology taking over human work is bound to continue into the future. This might happen soon enough, and with significant disruption to the economy. But could there be a way of looking at the entire issue from a different perspective? Say in a case where future jobs are automatable rather than automation taking over? Even though AI means robots are growing clever, which the machines have done over time, it is still obviously some tasks are still beyond the cognition of robots. And some of the most straightforward tasks have proved difficult enough for robots so far. Quite apparently, since you cannot expect these machines to perform as humans would, it will be safe to say humans might find it difficult to understand just how difficult it may be to carry out these tasks. But this is one of the most crucial steps to start with, since machines can be a reflection of the current economic system. On the flip side, manual jobs remain the most poorly paid, and these include duties like bussing tables, emptying bedpans, cleaning hotel rooms, and other similar tasks. But robots are best at the middle-class level jobs like accounting and payroll. The level of technology contribution in the widening of the income gap in the United States remains a controversial issue yet. For some economists, this is just but another factor, but for others, this is the bottom line. When technology and unemployment are on a collision course, there could be a severe problem for everyone, and policies should come into place. However, if we take it as unrealistic to think that intelligent machines could be stopped, then it is more likely as impractical to believe that smart policies could save the day. And the sad part is that once it is all lost in making a choice for the right approach to use robots, recovering could prove to be a challenge. It is thus apparent that as much as technology has seen humankind through a maze of many achievements, if not well handled, this very aspect could spell disaster for the human race. Embracing an approach to bridging AI and workforce to get the best results could be the best solution. This would help more than trying to fight the intelligence of these machines in hopes of making things any better down the road. However, it all boils down to the approach that society goes for, which could either make or break the effect that AI and automation could have in the job environment. Since automation is threatening to take over what workers have been clinging on to all this while, there is a need to find a way to get around the inevitable problem. The current state of events is putting future generation chances for jobs at a considerable risk, and it is apparent people are becoming increasingly worried over the advance in automation. This is imminent since there is a need to replace jobs that people have lost along the way. Lack of this measure could lead to an identity crisis and other adverse effects. The focus to this menace is about asking what humans can do with the help of better thinking machines than asking of what human jobs that robots could take over. It is thus essential that the risk of automation is reframed into an opportunity for augmentation, but what is the latter includes. The concept behind development is all about looking at what humans are doing, and how it could be deepened with the use of machines rather than diminishing it. With this, more job opportunities can be created with the use of machines rather than workers losing their chances with automation. And this comes down to 5 practical steps that one should take. The first step to achieving the best could be in looking for ways to realize higher intellectual ground. People with advanced thinking and advanced abstraction level that outweigh the computers can always have opportunities to pursue. This means leaving things that are beneath humans to the machines while the people go for higher order concerns instead. Stepping aside approach involves using mental strengths that are out of the purely rational cognition level, and instead of going for the multiple intelligences aspect. This could be more of interpersonal or intrapersonal thing, including understanding how to work well with others and further understanding strengths, interests, and goals. Stepping in involves being able to understand how you can monitor and modify how computers work. Although the machine can take on the task of tasks, accountants can look for any mistakes that might be made by the automated programs and the users of the systems. Step narrowly approach is all about looking for a specialty in a profession that can be economical if automated. This opportunity offers a great way to strike numerous deals that would otherwise be difficult to achieve. Since people design great machines, the step-forward approach is all about creating the tools for the next generation of AI and computing. Today's inventions in this field may seem advanced, but there is still the need to invent for tomorrow, maybe for a different purpose than present automated aspects. The human need for better systems is almost insatiable, and this means more opportunities for invention, and jobs as well. Employers need augmentation not only to ensure sufficient flow of job opportunities but also to overcome the rooted perception of automation mindset. However, employers should be convinced of the importance of the combination of computers and machines if augmentation is to succeed. The best thing to do is look beyond the perception that machines and people are substitutes and embrace the use of both on the same platform. While globalization is nothing new, it is undeniable that this trend is rooted in several factors. It goes without saying that globalization comes with numerous benefits, but also packs a fair share of drawbacks as well. This aspect largely emanates from automation and connectivity, which has seen major revolutions in the tech world like the mobile internet. There is also a considerable gap developing between the winners and losers in the labor market, and these inequalities call for added attention. Such discrepancies are evident in industrial aspects, especially the manufacturing industry. The trend has remained unchanged for years. Skilled workers are getting the best of automation, while middle-class workers struggle with unchanging income and other effects of automation. Quite often, workers and skill displacement is all blamed on globalization, with the aspects of trade imbalance and lack of confidence in the ability of this factor to lead to economic growth. For many, the technological change poses more of a negative impact on the economy than a positive one. But the truth is we need to go further to understand the trend better. This can help in revealing where the industrialized societies are failing when it comes to adapting to technological changes that affect the workforce. In essence, the society needs to adapt from working to embrace the aspect of creating the job, organizing and supervising it if we are to keep the economy moving and avoid inequalities in the society. If nothing is done fast enough, things can only get worse with time. With all these changes happening, disruption of the business models as we know them might be inevitable, and industries could as well suffer a similar fate. And this could go from manual workers and stretch all the way up to the most skilled personnel. Another thing that needs to be attended is the lack of adapting, which is seriously eating into the society's ability to make the most out of the opportunities that these technologies have made available. Such technological inputs can help boost education and health care with the progress that can help bring rise to further economic growth. One of the best things to do is counter the negative effects of this disruption through increased investment in infrastructure and balance in trade agreements. Besides, enhancing the better environment for business creation can also go a long way to solving this problem once and for all. Above all, the inability to adapt to the changes in the technology as far as the workforce is concerned is among the things that need more attention. This can come easily if society can focus on adoption, retraining as well as redirection of the labor force. Another approach that will be beneficial is redesigning of education and career systems, which are at the center of the former industrial models. With these necessities at hand, humanity has to consider investing, which calls for collaborations in governments and educational institutions as well as a corporation in these sectors. Maybe it's time to look into the freedom dividend like Andrew Yang says. Please subscribe to Financier Pro YouTube channel.